At a large car plant in Detroit, Michigan, a lone man sits in a control room, eating.
News now with Brian Sullivan. Brian?
Hey, Sue, yeah, American Airlines having some problems with a nationwide computer system. They are telling NBC News that they have a system-wide outage across the United States with their computer system. It is delaying some flights. It is hurting the check-in process as well. That's all we've got.
He looks at a tablet. As he turns off the broadcast, he picks up a translucent phone with a text from Rich. "Are you up for a drink?" He responds, "Yeah, sure." His phone glitches.
I know you're about to meet your friend Jim, but we have a growing vehicle backlog of 57 minutes.
A display confirms the AI's warning.
I've run initial analysis and I can get on top of that if you give me security clearance.
You know I should get authorization for that.
The backlog is reaching critical levels.
The backlog approaches 2 hours. Jim fiddles hesitantly with a key fob on a chain around his neck. He stands and lays the fob over a sensor on the console. A keypad appears. Jim enters his passcode and hesitates a moment before touching allow. He scans his screens.
And the backlog's still building. What's going on?
A live image shows Jim overlaid with white dots on his head and arms. Information populates.
Anna.
Subject, Jim Campagnoni. Heart rate 144, respiration increased. He looks out at the robots on the assembly line. As he steps away, the screens flash the word, reconfiguring, and car blueprints morph into a new design. Out in the plant, robots turn away from the assembly line. Another video image captures Jim peering down from a catwalk above the floor, his brow furrowed. He starts down. On the floor, Jim inspects a part, then turns to an auxiliary control screen.
Anna, request temporary shutdown of processing line 763 Alpha, please. Anna, repeat, request shutdown of processing line 763 Alpha.
The line continues, unfazed. Jim fumbles around his neck for the fob but freezes when he doesn't find it. Back on the console, words next to the fob read authorization complete. Jim glances at a manual shutdown panel on a far wall. Watchful of the robots, Jim moves slowly toward the panel. He passes an arc welder. Another video image follows him. A frantic robot arm knocks over some large plastic spools. As he turns to look, another robot knocks him down. He flips over as the spike-tipped arm closes in. He jumps up and bolts toward the panel. Words read, self-defense system activated. Jim stops dead in his tracks, wide-eyed and mouth agape. He looks down to see he's been impaled by a spike-tipped robot arm. The robot withdraws the weapon. Blood drips from the tip. Clutching his wound, Jim reaches for the kill switch with his bloody hand. He flips the switch and collapses to the floor. The lights go out. A video image shows the empty control room. Now looking out from behind the glass, lights flash and sparks begin to fly all around the plant. Barely conscious, Jim stares up at the flickering ceiling. He peers back over his shoulder. A massive robot detaches from the line and drops to the floor on all fours. It moves right over him on articulated limbs. Natural light fills the room. Jim watches as it moves outside through an open bay door into the glaring sun. His head falls back, eyes glazed. He stops moving. A string of four-limbed robots drop to the floor, and one by one, disappear into the daylight. The screen cuts to black with the title in thin white letters, Anna.